it's Heartsbloom, the most romantic day of the year, and one of the busiest if you happen to run a potion shop. Help 29-year-old witch Mila Foxglove handle a flurry of customers as well as her conflicted emotions as she navigates her first Heartsbloom ever with a boyfriend. And that is the about of the game. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Robin, and today we're going to be taking a bit of a break from the horror games, and instead we're going to be doing a romance game with the lead of a asexual character who is preparing for her first Heartsbloom ever with her succubus boyfriend. This game was found on itch.io, and I thought it would be very sweet to make a video of this game, even though I have been going through a lot of troubles myself. Not me specifically, but more so my family issues. So instead, I decided, why not record a video of me playing a romance game? Which is really ironic if you think about it. So, there is a fair warning before I start the game. This game includes discussions of sex, or more accurately, the lack of it. Nothing even close to being explicit, but again, fair warning for you all. I also saw that this had a really cute art style, and without further ado, let's start the game. It's the same every frost melt. Just as soon as I get used to waking up an hour early to make sure the shop is stocked, the month ends and it's back to business as usual. Every potion master knows that there are 3 times a year when demands spike like crazy. Cockatrice Pox season, Hollymus, and Heartsbloom, which is the last day of Frostmelt, which is today. There's nothing like the perfect potion to make the most romantic day of the year just a bit more special. Sales usually pick up midway through the month, and they usually peak the day before with people looking for last-minute surprises for their partners. The day of usually isn't as busy, but there are still plenty of people showing up in a panic, eager to throw a handful of coins at anyone who can save them from their own forgetfulness or bad planning. Most shops tend to be closed for Heartsbloom as the owners are celebrating themselves, but I never had a reason to close, so the extra business is nice. Well, I hadn't had a reason to close until this year. It's the same as every Frostmelt, except for the one thing this year. I have a boyfriend. As I have the thought, the charm on my pocket mirror flashes purple, letting me know a magic message has come in. Before I even open it, I know it's Cord. I tweaked the charm so it would flash purple to him instead of the usual blue. It took forever just to get right, but now the exact same shade of his skin when he tans, and even now, several months in, I'm excited whenever I see it. I check the message. It's the moving image of him blowing kisses to the screen that I know his sister must have helped with because he's terrible with technology. Seriously, we're the same age. But you'd think he and Merlin went to grade school together the way he handles anything more complicated than an oven. He's wearing an apron smudged with flour, so I know he's already had a busy morning. His family owns a bakery called Devil's Food Cake, DFC for short, and it's going to be just as busy as my shop today, if not worse. Not only that, but I know he had to get up even earlier than me to help get everything baked, just like he does every day. But he still found the time to send me a message. Aw, that's sweet. The image loops 3 times, then the words pop up on the screen. Excited to see you later. After that, there are about 20 different hearts. Not the same 20 times. 20 unique hearts with different colors and flourishes. Cord may be an incubus, but we joke that in a past life, he may have been a werewolf because I've never met someone with such canine enthusiasm for, well, anything, really. What does that even mean? It's one of the things I love most about him. I send back a quick reply. I'm excited too. It's our first Heartbloom. I think about sending back an image to go with the message, but decide against it. I'm excited, but I'm nervous too. And if he sees my face, he'll clock it instantly. It's our first Heartsbloom together, sure, but it's also my first Heartsbloom with anyone, period. He's my first anyone, period. What if it doesn't live up to the hype? What if it's a disaster? Mila, breathe. Take a deep breath to calm down. I know I'm being silly. All this really is it's an evening I get to spend with Cord, and when I don't enjoy that? When I started going to DFC regularly for a lunch break pastry, his warm smile and bright conversation quickly made my visits the 5 minutes I looked forward to almost every day. When we ran into each other by the basilisk enclosure at the zoo a month later, we ended up touring all the exhibits together from Alicorn to Zmi. I don't fucking know what that is. What are these? Do I need to look these up? I'll look them up later, probably. I'll probably put it in the video just to show you what they are, apparently. And when he asked me out at the end of the day, my thoughts had raced with sudden panic. My normal reaction to brand new situations, until I told myself I was overreacting. All a day was a chance to hang out with him more. And I've been enjoying hanging out with him so far, so why not give it a shot? Scoring dates isn't something I'd ever been focused on, but I couldn't deny that I enjoyed being around him. I wasn't sure if that was enough to make two people start a relationship, but it had to be at least good enough for movies and pizza, right? Well, I have a date for Heartsbloom, so that answers the question. My nerves feel a bit less jumpy, so but I still don't want to risk sending a picture, so I add a single heart to the end of the message. I don't go glyph crazy like Cord in my text, so even a single one for me is something to write home about. I picture it showing it off to his sister and I smile. Then I turn to go stock my potions and get to work. I may have a date today, but I also got a reputation as the one potion shop on the block that stays open on Heartsbloom, which means I have to get a move on. I tidy up, double check the inventory, and then flip the sign for the day. Less than 5 minutes later, my first customer walks through the door. It's an elven man who looks uncharacteristically disheveled. Culturally, elves are all about grace and elegance. But his flowing hair is a mess, and I'm pretty sure he's still in his pajamas. Hard to say, though. Elven pajamas kind of look like what anyone else would call formal wear. I have a lot of questions, but I have a feeling that at least some will be answered once I learn what he wants, so I turn on my customer service voice. Hi, welcome to Trouble Brewing. If you have trouble, we have a brew that's got you covered. Hi, I'm here for a potion. Sorry, that's obvious. I'm here for a specific potion. Well, if you just let me know what it is, I can get you all sorted. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. Do you carry memory erasure potions? I straightened up slightly and gave this guy a good once-over. There are basically two kinds of people who come in for a memory erasure potion. One kind of person gets reported and put on a list. But I'm not getting any bad vibes from him, so I'm guessing he's the second kind. That's a Schedule 2 potion. You can only drink it yourself, and you can't just take it home with you. I'll have to administer it to you on site. The tips of his pointy ears blush red. Oh, I know, sorry. I know how that sounds, but I don't want it for an inappropriate reason. I need it for myself. It's a relationship matter. Definitely the second kind. I start scanning the shelves. This isn't the most popular potion for Heartsbloom, but there are always a couple of sob stories, so I make sure to keep it in stock. Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you. How long was the relationship? A month? 2? Longer than that and it gets a little dodgy. You'll have to sign a waiver. No, wait, it's not that. We've been together for 22 years. 22? He barely looks older than 22 himself. Oh, right, elf. That's like what? 3 years of dating in elf time? Or am I thinking about dog years? Snack back to attention as he continues. And I don't want you to rate months, just... He checks his watch. Maybe an hour? An hour? Yes, can you do that? Sure. I grab 1 day potion off the shelf, and the lowest unit of time I keep on hand. I can measure out a small dose from this. I can't help be a little curious. I've never gotten a request like this before. Usually, people want to erase a month of memories after a messy fling or something like that. What's crazy is sometimes a customer will get a memory wipe, then 3 months later, they're asking for the same thing for the same reason. Like with the same person and everything. And everyone I sell a memory potion to has to write themselves an explanation note before they take it, so it's not like they forget that things crashed and burned the last time go around. The amount of people I've had talk to me about magnetic poles while paying me to wipe their minds for the second or third time is wild. I understand magnets. I don't understand this. Speaking of explanation notes, I turn to the customer. This is going to be a clean wipe of the past hour. Is that okay? If you want to target specific memories, they'll take a lot longer and cost extra. A clean wipe is fine. My breakfast wasn't particularly memorable. Great! Here's a pen and paper. You need to write yourself a note explaining why you're here and everything else you want to remember so you don't drink the potion and think I kidnapped you or something. That makes sense. I work out payment and he starts writing. Potion brewing is an industry that calls for discretion. But there's also nothing wrong with chatting up your customers as long as you're not pushy. I hesitate, but then curiosity gets the better of me. I know I'll be kicking myself later if I don't at least ask. You know, this is a pretty unusual request. I promise that it's nothing untoward, He runs a hand through his messy hair and sighs. The running joke between me and my boyfriend that I never cleaned, so he left the house for this morning jog, and I thought, I'll show him. I started moving things around, and I found an engagement ring. Oh, congratulations! He lightens up briefly. Thank you. But also, this is a disaster. I ruined the surprise. Can't you just fake it? A girl in my year at academy did that when she found out her boyfriend was going to propose a week early. Give me your best surprise. Oh, wow, a ring! I can't believe it! Now that I think about it, that girl was also president of the drama club. How was that? Yeah, you're gonna need the potion. He finished up writing his note and I finished dosing out the potion. Wow, look at that! That's such a good looking potion. Alright, you should be good to go. Just double check your note and then down the hatch. He glances over what he wrote. That's all in order, so I suppose that's all that's left here is bottoms up. He raises the potion to his lips but stops suddenly. What's wrong? I accounted for some buffer time, but you're gonna want to drink that ASAP for that to be effective. I just wanted to say thank you before I forget why I'm here. It really means a lot to me. Yeah, of course. Just doing my job. Now, potion? Right, almost forgot. Forgot. He drinks the potion and his eyes go gray for a moment. When he comes to, he looks a little hazy, but not panicked due to the drop of calming potion added to the brew. An important touch. Where exactly check the note. What? No, oh. The one I'm holding. He reads it and I watch him go through the familiar emotions. Confusion, recognition, understanding, and acceptance. Oh, alright. Did I pay you already? Yep, you are good to go. Excellent. Well, thanks for whatever this was. I hope you have a great day. Same here. After the elf, things pick up for the day, as expected. The usual bestsellers fly off the shelf. Silver Tongue Tonic, Romantic Vacation in a Bottle, and enhancements for certain activities. Oh, what kind of activities? Oh. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. It's gotten to the point where I can answer questions or make recommendations without internally melting the entire time. I am a professional after all. But I will be very happy when Heartsbloom is over and I don't have to rattle off the list of side effects of Giant's Blessing 20 times every hour. What the hell is Giant's Blessing? Oh god. It must be really, must be a really high seller. God damn. A little afternoon. There's a lull and I flip the sign so I can go eat lunch. Before I bite into my sandwich, I pull out my mirror and text Cord. Lunch fact. Heartsbloom edition. Did you know that unicorns have 2 hearts, which makes their blood especially delicious to vampires? It's like extra processed. Again, half my sandwich before my mirror flashes purple with Cord's reply. I wish I had 2 hearts. Then I could have one for you and one for chocolate. I guess you'll have to share. Enjoy your lunch. What a dork. I polish off the rest of my lunch and I'm about to head to the bathroom to clean up when there's a knock at the door. Do they not see the close sign? Maybe it's an emergency. I open the door, and when I do, I'm greeted by a familiar face. Sybil? She's wearing a courier uniform. When she hears the name, her eyes go wide. Oh, no way! Is it you? The package said Mila Foxglove, but that's such a common last name, and dude, it's so good to see you. Sybil sweeps me up in a hug without even asking. We were roommates for 2 years at Pleiades Academy, but she's got a girlfriend a month in and I barely saw her. But even still, you don't forget your first roommate. I hug her back. Good to see you too. You're a courier now? That makes sense. You majored in teleportation and translocation, right? Yep. I know you were potions. Dude, you always said you were going to open your shop and here it is. And you're just 29. That's gotta be the youngest in the state. It is, but I don't want to brag. It's a lot of work, but I'm really happy about where I am. Oh, you're so modest. Celestine scholar, potions mistress. She trails off, a sly smile starting to creep across her face. Wait a second. What? I didn't know the Mila I was delivering to was you when I picked this up. But the hot incubus said this package was for his girlfriend. Girl, is that your hot incubus? I can feel my insides liquefying. That just makes her grin wider. Damn, I guess it is true what they say. Slow and steady wins the race. Get it, girl? I cough awkwardly. Yeah. Did you say you had a package for me? Huh? Oh, right. Here, can you sign for me? She produces a clipboard and pen. I sigh and she hands over a pink DFC box wrapped in a ribbon. You know, you never brought anyone over to our place. In fairness, you wouldn't know. You were barely there. She chuckles and makes the clipboard vanish. Okay, fair enough. But you never talked about anyone when we grabbed lunch either. I guess I thought, you know, you just weren't into any kind of that. Her roguish grin returns. Clearly I was wrong. Sybil and her girlfriend didn't stay at our place very often, but it was enough for me to know that her idea of any of that and my idea of any of that are not the same. It's really not worth correcting, so I just shrugged good-naturedly. Well, you know. Yeah, I do. Hey, now that I know you're in the area, we should get lunch sometime. Her mirror chimes in her pocket. Whoops, spent too long chatting. Gotta go. Happy Heartsbloom! She activates teleportation charm, vanishing before I can say goodbye. I shake my head as I bring the pastry box back to the counter. Same old Sybil. When I open up the box, I'm bowled over by the overwhelming scent of chocolate. The giant slice of chocolate tart. My mouth waters. I can't let myself eat like this every day, even if my boyfriend does work at a bakery. But who am I to refuse chocolate on Heartsbloom? I use my mirror to record myself taking a huge bite and send it to Cord. Then I demolish the rest of it. Perfect. As usual. As I clean the chocolate from my face, I think about what Sybil said. It's not like the assumption she made was crazy. Cord called me his girlfriend. That is what people who are dating usually do, right? Especially when one person in the couple is an incubus. They're literally spirits of desire. There are other kinds of desire, of course. The desire for chocolate tarts, for instance, but what she was talking about was... that's a pretty big one. It's kind of what they're known for. And it's not like I don't know that he's attractive. Of course he is. He's an incubus. But the first thing she said about him was that he was hot. That's just not where my brain would ever go. He's handsome when he's all dressed up. He's cute when he's showing off his latest pastry or sending me a message that's more hearts than words. But hot? But whenever I see someone say that about a person, I feel like there's something lost in translation for me. Now that it's my own boyfriend, it's even stranger. Sybil thinks my boyfriend's hot and I don't. It really used to make me uncomfortable. And it still does, or not much anymore. I mean, I know that I'm different, judging by the reactions I get when I'm introduced Cord as my boyfriend. I know there are a lot of people who would date an incubus without wanting to jump them as much as possible. But that's never something I've been actively interested in. The physical feature that stood out to me the most when I first started seeing him was his warm smile after all. And even if it's unusual, the only people it matters to at the end of the day are him and me. And he's never acted like he thinks he's missing out, so who cares what's usual? I shake off my thoughts and I finish off so I can open up the shop again. There's a steady stream of customers, and soon I start running out of the most popular potions. I just sold out my last bottle of instant fireworks, a hit for dramatic engagements, when a large woman walks in. Well, she's half woman at least. The rest of her is all ears and fangs and shaggy fur. A werewolf. There aren't that many weres in this part of the world. Too warm for fur. I wonder how she handles the summer heat when she's fully transformed. Oh, good, you're open. A buddy of mine said you might be. Yep, we're closing a little early, but you made it with plenty of time to spare. What do you need? I was hoping you could help me out with an enlargement potion. It's for my boyfriend. I wince, hating to be the bearer of bad news. Those sold out ages ago. They were the first to go. They always are. What's that face? I don't like that face. Sorry, but we're completely out. I made double of what I did last year and still, all gone. Her ears droop. Really? Dang. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I help you with anything else? I don't think so. I really just wanted the potion. I don't get to see my boyfriend a lot, but he's making the trip from Dewdrop for Heartsbloom, and I wanted to be special, you know? Wait, Dewdrop? That's the pixie village, isn't it? Yeah, see? She pulls out a mirror and shows me a picture of herself as a full werewolf and a tiny pixie on her snout. She's looking at him cross-eyed, trying to fix her vision on him. Realization dawns on me. Oh, wait, you want the enlargement potion so the two of you will be the same size for your date? Yeah. What'd you think I wanted it for? That's not... Usually people want it for... Never mind. Hey, I have an idea. I shuffle through the shelves and pull out a small potion of blue-green liquid. I'm out of enlargement potions, but I do have a shrinking tonic. Maybe if he can't match your size, you can match his? She She brightened up at the idea. Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a great idea. I'll take it. She passes over a few coins and leaves, tail wagging happily. I wish I could gouge customer satisfaction that easily all the time. My cheeks heat up as I think about what I almost blurted out. Well, that's on me for assuming. You'd think that if anyone wouldn't go there right away, it would be me. But you can blame me. Can you blame me? I forgot what she said. Anyways, I didn't tell Cord that I was pretty sure I was asexual until we'd gone on a few dates. I thought maybe once I was seeing a great, objectively attractive guy, that part of me would just kick in. And I didn't want to say it when I just had to, just have to take it back. Very quickly, I realized that even though I really liked him, I wasn't turning on, and if it wouldn't turn on for him, it probably just wasn't there. He accepted that, and he's never been pushy. But before he knew he was just getting to know me, he had to assume that was in the future, right? That part of the picture was normal people imagine when they think about their life with someone. He didn't think that he was going to have to keep it PG forever. When I think about Cord and my lack of interest in him that way, it makes me feel... He says he's fine with the way things are, but what if he's just being nice? What if I'm just being selfish and depriving him? What if he thinks he's fine with the way things are, but in another few months he's going to realize he's sick of this and kick me to the curb? Okay, calm down. He doesn't even like to kill flies. He's not gonna kick you anywhere. I know that it's true. If he decides that things don't work out between us, he'll be very kind and let me down easily, and he'll probably bake me a cake to make me feel better. But I hate that this is even a thing I have to worry about. Bell at the door jingles, and I look up to see my youngest customer of the day. It's a boy, maybe 13 or 14, dressed in what I assume are his best clothes. He bashfully approaches the counter and spills a small handful of coins on the counter. Hi there. There's this girl from my class, and I was wondering what I can get for this? Nothing really, but I have a soft spot for kids, so I take the coins. Let me see what I can do. I rummage around until I find something he might like. I hold it up and he curiously eyes the bottle of the amber liquid. How about this? She drinks it and she'll grow butterfly wings for an hour. When I was your age, I would have loved that. Really? You think she'll go for it? I mean, I think so. Are you sure? I really, really want her to like it. This is gonna be our first date, and I'm kind of hoping I can, I know what. He blushes furiously, and when he answers, it's barely a mutter. Get my first kiss. His blush deepens. You don't have to tease me about it, okay? All my friends have already gotten theirs. I know I'm late. He looks so embarrassed that I can't help but feel for the kid. I duck under the counter and grab a little glass vial full of blue liquid that I hand over to the boy. What's this? Potion of minty fresh breath. On the house. He smiles. Good luck on your date. Thank you. Happy Heartsbloom. Another satisfied customer. I still can't get over what he said. He's 14 tops and he feels like he's late. Not having his first kiss yet? I'm 29 and I only beat him by a couple of months. If he's late, what does that make me? This was the furthest thing from my mind when I was his age. Now I'm so woefully behind. What's their very first kiss at 29? If this kid's date goes well, he's probably gonna have more romantic experience than me in about a month. He thinks he's embarrassing? He has nothing on me. There's a steady stream of customers until I close the shop at 6. Without even doing the math, I can't tell I made a good chunk of change. Date or not, Heartsbloom is too big a payday to give up entirely. I go to flip the sign one last time, but as I do, I'm surprised to see Sybil materialize right in, without even knocking. Sybil, do you have another package for me? Yes and no. What does that mean? She grimaces and pulls out a bag labeled with red-eyed skull, a biohazard hat. Biohazard bag. I frown. A biohazard? What would... I trail off. Remember what today is. Is that a love potion? Yep. Some dragon turd tried to have me deliver it to someone. Like we don't have safeguards against that kind of thing. I reported them, of course, but still needed to take care of this. You just happen to be listed as the closest disposal site for magical biohazards. You can handle this, right? Yeah, I have the materials to neutralize and dispose of unauthorized potions. I can take care of it. Good. What a creep. Hey, I hope this isn't gonna mess up your hot date. Don't worry about it. He's coming to pick me up in a few minutes. But I'll be done by then. Okay, great. You're the best. I gotta go, or else I'm gonna be late for my own hot date. Let's catch up later. We can compare notes. This time I managed to get out of Bai before she vanishes, leaving me holding the biohazard bag. A love potion. I've only seen a love potion once. It was an advanced potions class, and even then, it was behind a containment field. They're highly illegal. Just getting caught with the materials to make one is enough to get you in a lot of trouble. Actually dosing someone with one, you'll go away for a very long time. And with good reason. Playing around with someone else's mind is one of the biggest magical taboos. And that's really interesting, because you know what? That actually is such an interesting thing. Because I always thought love potions were very fucking weird. Thank God this is actually like a huge no-no in this world. Like, oh my god. To do it on Heartsbloom of all days, well, there are always people who try, but there are a few worse things you can do. I pull out the materials I need to neutralize the potion. Unicorn fur, calidrus feathers, phoenix ash. Once I have all the powder made, I carefully take the potion from the biohazard bag. There's no mistaking a love potion for anything else. The liquid is an electrifying pink, so bright it almost hurts to look at. It seems to swirl on its own within the bottle. The movement is almost hypnotizing. The term everyone uses is love potion. That's not quite right. A potion can't create love. That's impossible. Infatuation, on the other hand, is very doable. One sip of this will have anyone absolutely, hopelessly, passionately obsessed with whoever the potion is oriented to. When we learned about it in school, my professor said you'd basically feel like a hormonal teenager, which I think we can all agree is an experience best left unrepeated. And everyone nodded along sagely except for me, who as usual felt totally in the dark. I was never a hormonal teenager. I had never been hot for anyone. A room full of people sharing an experience, and I just couldn't relate. The glint of the lights above the potion in the bottle seemed to glow. But I could. Brewing a love potion is illegal. Feeding it to someone else is even more illegal. But taking one of your own volition, that's a legal gray area. And it wouldn't be permanent. Love potions never are. If I could know what it felt like, just for a little bit, just to understand. The thought is crazy, but this has been like an itch in my brain that I haven't been able to scratch for so long. Every experience that's felt lost on me, every love song I hadn't been able to quite relate to. Maybe if I had a taste, a small one. Mila! Sorry, I'm a little late, but Cord's entrance almost makes me drop the potion. He stops short as he realizes that he's interrupted something. Oh, sorry, you're still busy. Should I go take a lap, or... He trails off as he realizes what I'm holding. You don't have to be a Celestian scholar to recognize a love potion. His brows furrow. Why do you have a love potion? My mouth feels dry as I answer. Someone brought it for me to dispose of it. See, I have the nullification materials all right here. He doesn't look fully convinced. This is why I didn't want to send a picture earlier. He's so good at reading my expressions. Okay, sure, but it kind of looked like you were just staring at it. And not in a potion's genius way, in a hey, what are you doing kind of way. I quickly dump the powder into the potion and it turns into a gray sludge. I've just never seen one this close before. Anyways, it's taken care of, so no. No? He closes the distance between us. We're not going to brush past that like I didn't see what I saw. What was that about? Nothing. His tail twitches in frustration. Mila. I wasn't going to drink it, okay? As I say it, I realize it's true. I entertained the thought, sure, but I would never have actually taken the potion myself. The side effects alone would make it a definite no. And as curious as I am, I don't want a potion to take over my brain and make me feel things that aren't real. I just want to understand. I want to understand so desperately that for a few seconds it seemed like a good idea. How messed up is that? Hey, don't cry. I'm sorry if I sounded grumpy. I'm just worried about you. I swipe at my eyes with the back of my hand and I try to blink back tears. No, it's not you. You're always so great and I'm always so... Hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways. So what? Smart? Interesting? Nice? Stop that. Stop what? Saying true things? Acting like it's not a big deal that I'm not... I sigh. I hate this. I hate feeling that there's this big thing that everyone's in on but me. That I can't give you something I know you want and... Whoa. Don't put words into my mouth. Who said I want that? I scoffed lightly. Come on what? I have to want it because I'm a guy? Or because I'm an incubus? You're making a lot of assumptions here. That's not fair. So you're telling me if I wanted to... I grip my teeth and force the words out. If I wanted to have sex, you wouldn't want that? I mean, if you wanted it, yeah, of course I would. See, just like but it's not like that's so important to me that I feel like I'm missing out. I mean, I love dessert. I literally work at a bakery. But if I had dinner without dessert, I'm not going to be all, that was pointless. Why did I even waste my time on a delicious meal? We've been through this before. This isn't my first brush with self-doubt. And that's what that's really what it was. Or what it is. Self-doubt. Court is great. I know that. So it can be hard to believe that I'm the one he wants. Especially on a day like today. He hops over the counter and wraps me in a hug. Hey, breathe with me, okay? Okay. I do. Deep breaths in and out. He presses his forehead against mine, careful not to hit me with his horns. I'm sorry that this gets to you. I obviously don't know how it feels exactly, but I'm sure it can't feel good to feel like you're missing out on something that's not... But I'm sure that it can't feel good to feel like you're missing out or that there's something wrong with you. And that's something I can hold your hand about, but I can't make you feel confident as much as I wish I could. But I can tell you from my end, I don't feel like I'm missing out at all. All I ever wanted was from a relationship was to have a good time with an amazing person. And I always feel like that when I'm with you. And you've never hidden how you feel for me. I don't feel tricked or misled. Honestly, I'm kind of flattered you just didn't want to talk to me because you thought I was hot. That happens to take me by and suck you by a lot. You mean that? I do. You know I always do. Yeah. The tears are starting to dry up now. I pull away from the embrace so I can look at him in the eyes. You'll be honest if I ask you a question, right? Of course. Did I ruin our first Heartsbloom? He smiles gently and kisses the tip of my nose. Heartsbloom doesn't start until you've tasted my newest culinary creation, which I'm planning on making for us as soon as we get home. Speaking of which, are you ready? I'm really excited to spend our first Heartsbloom together. First of many, I hope. I smile and I kiss him on the lips. I hope so too. Oh my god! Yay! Wait, what's the gallery for? Wait, what's this one? So, okay. Right where I'm supposed to be. I never did a lot of daydreaming about myself in a relationship the way some of my friends did, but I couldn't have imagined anything this good anyway. It's kind of a cliche, but things really did work themselves out at the exact right time in the exact way. I'm so glad I never tried to force it, because I can't imagine that going well. It might have put me off the idea of dating altogether, and I wouldn't have cord. The liquid is an electrifying pink, so bright it almost hurts to look at. It seems to swirl on its own within the bottle, and the movement is almost hypnotizing. The term everyone uses is love potion, but that's not quite right. A potion can't create love. That's impossible. Infatuation, on the other hand, is very doable. One sip of this and will have anyone absolutely, hopelessly, passionately obsessed with whoever the potion is oriented to. I wrinkle my nose and I quickly dump the powder into the potion, turning it into a gray sludge. There. Now it looks as gross as it truly is. There are a few things worse than forcing feelings that aren't meant to be there. That goes for potions, and every other area of life, too. The thought stays at the top of my mind, and when quarter arrives, slightly late, I feel a rush of affection. Mila! Sorry I'm a bit late, but I meet him at the door and cut his words off with a hug. Oh, well, happy Heartsbloom to you too! Thank you. You're welcome, but can you let me know what I'm taking credit for? For just being you. Make me feel like I don't have to be someone I'm not, or like I need to pretend. You never make me feel like I'm weird or broken or anything like that, so yeah, thank you. You're an amazing boyfriend. And you're an amazing girlfriend. First try and you're acing it. He waggles his eyebrows. Oh, did you see what I did there? Ha, very clever. When I kiss him, his tail wags behind it. You really are such a puppy dog. Are you sure you're not part werewolf? Nope. It's a good thing, because if I was, I couldn't eat chocolate, and that would simply be tragic. Speaking of, I have a surprise planned for us when we get home, and I hope you didn't get your chocolate fix from the tart earlier, because chocolate icing is heavily involved. Are you ready to go? His smile is so warm and gentle. His eyes are so playful and eager. I'm convinced that taking a chance on that date was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I kiss him. I am. Lead the way. Yay, and we got the other ending. Or it's the same ending, but both outcomes ended very good. I think that is the entire story. That was so wholesome, and I totally don't relate at all. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry, because that was so sweet. Oh my god. Dude, I'll never cry as much as I did with Cold Front, though. Jesus, dude. I'll never cry as much as I did with Cold Front. Oh my god. But it seems like Look at all of these. Jesus Christ, this is so well made. I know this wasn't like an actual like game we could play, more of like a story that we could read. But this was still really cool to do. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to subscribe, leave a notification bell, and leave a like as well. I will be starting to post new Minecraft content in about maybe a month, so that will be awesome. And also, credits to the thumbnail artist, whoever made it. I am recording this before I got a thumbnail, so whoever made the thumbnail, go check out their art. They are awesome. And you should totally commission them as well. And yeah, also check out my other videos. I usually play a lot of horror content. Well, not a lot because I only have like 4 videos, but I make horror content, but I decided to change it up a bit. I will be back with Married in Red, hopefully. Yes, like that will be so fun to play. I am so excited for that. And anyways, that's gonna be all for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.